my name is MEFCast, and welcome back to a MEFCast. And this is MEFCast number 7. And today, 7 weeks? That's a lot of weeks. Yeah, that's almost 2 months now. Yeah, and today I'm going to be going over a couple of subjects. I am going to be going over some electronics, and some news about GTA that came out the past week or two. And if my voice kind of fluctuates and I start off like this, and then I end up like this, and then I'm kind of doing this, it's getting louder and softer. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm on like this big swivel chair, and I might accidentally kind of move and get further away from the mic. But I'm going to try not to, but yeah. FYI, that might happen. Now, when I said electronics, I'm going to talk about if you guys are looking for a good computer, a good tablet, a good phone, anything, I'm going to talk to you about my recommendations and just cool stuff you need to know. Now, first up, we're going to start with computers. Now, if you're a gamer like me, and you want to do some games on the PC, you might want to consider getting a Windows. But there's still plenty of really awesome games that you can play on a Mac that work and are run really well, at least on the desktops anyway. Let's get started. For most games, what you're going to need is a lot of RAM. On my computer, I think I have 8 gigs of RAM, or I either have 8 or 16. I think I have 16 gigs of RAM. And that runs most applications and programs very, very smoothly. So that's really good. My computer, if you don't know, I have a Mac Mini. And don't get fooled by the title. The Mac Mini is a pretty powerful, tiny little beast. The new ones don't come with a DVD-ROM anymore, but you can attach one via USB. It's a really awesome, tiny little thing. It doesn't overheat, doesn't make a lot of noise. If you want, for whatever reason, something that overheats make noise, a MacBook Air overheats and makes a lot of noise. MacBook Pros, sometimes the DVD-ROM makes a little bit of noise, that's about it. Mac Minis are really good, and Mac Pros, they're, pro. But then again, they cost about $4,000. So, yeah. It's kind of a matter of what do you want? Do you want it cheap? Do you want it expensive? Now, in my Mac Mini, I don't have an NVIDIA graphics card, which is what all the other Macs have and what most PCs have. Instead, I have something else. It still runs things really well. It's still, 1080p video processing, and then like my monitors are 1080p also. But a couple of games, it fails to load in textures. Only a couple. So it shouldn't be that big of a problem. But in those games, most computers kind of fail to load them anyway. Some of the newer computers do a better job, but still. Yeah, now let's talk about Mac versus PC. I went over this, I think, last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. And basically, I'm not going to get that much into my opinion like I did last week, 2 weeks. I think it was last week, MEFCast number 6. I went a lot into detail about Mac versus PC. But I personally like a Mac better. The user interface is a lot friendlier, and the font isn't very pixelated. It's not pixelated in Windows 8, but Yosemite versus 8, definitely Yosemite. Not Yosemite, Mavericks. But Yosemite is coming out soon, and I personally hate the way it's gonna look. So I don't think I'm gonna upgrade. But yeah, I talked about that in last week's MEFCast, so go watch that if you haven't already. Now let's talk about games. Most Macs run games pretty well. MacBook Airs, they can get a little hot, and the fan will kick in and make quite a bit of noise. But most other Macs, you'll be okay for gaming. It doesn't lag at all or anything. I've seen, you'll see some videos where people are playing Minecraft on a Mac, and it's lagging like crazy. That's just because of the way their Mac is set up, and their display settings, and their Minecraft video settings. If you just turn the render distance down one chunk, no lag whatsoever. Same with the PC too. So most people are like, oh, that Mac, Macs would suck because they do that and this and that. Well, in reality, they don't. MacBook Airs can tend to do that because they're not made for gaming. They're made for video editing, picture editing, word processing, and basically stuff like that. Checking your email. They're made just for everyday computers that you can just kind of bring on a flight with you and do stuff. It's not a heavy-duty, crazy gaming computer. I originally considered getting a super heavy-duty gaming computer. It was a lot more expensive than the Mac Mini. Then I went for the Mac Mini, and I love it. I don't want to switch to a Windows, at least for a while, unless it becomes good all of a sudden. Now, it's really weird. I like Xbox a lot. Other than that, I hate Microsoft. I hate, no offense. I like the Surfaces. They're pretty cool. But I hated Windows Vista. I hated Windows XP. Windows 7 was okay. It was a little more user-friendly. Windows 8's just confusing, and I don't know. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So, that's kind of for your computer. If you guys have any more questions or you're thinking about getting a new computer, leave them in the comment section, and I will be sure to answer them in the comment section below. Other than that, how do you guys like my intro, by the way? I made this intro. You saw it in the beginning, of course. It's an intro. How do you like the music in the background? I'm still waiting to hear from the maker of the music if I can monetize the videos or not. But I personally love that song. It's really cool. I like that song a lot. So, yeah. The intro is kind of okay. With the new version of iMovie, I didn't know how to put cool backgrounds in it, so it's just black for now. I'm going to figure out how to put a cool background in it, and once I do that, I'll let you guys know. I'll put on a new video explaining it. So yeah. What is up, guys? My name is... Wait, why am I doing that again? Yeah. Sorry, I just did kind of my little intro again. I don't know why. Sorry, that probably was a little weird. Probably scared you. I was like, so yeah, what is up? So, yeah, sorry about that. Hope I didn't freak you guys out too much. Yeah. So we just went over computers. Now let's jump into phones. What, phones would you guys want? And blah, 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 blah. Well, personally, I have an iPhone 4S, and I really like it a lot. iPhone for the win! I definitely like iPhones a lot more than I do Androids. I think iPhones, for now, are the dominant phones, but I think even today, I don't know. Amazon is releasing the Fire phone. Yes, Amazon is coming out with the phone, and it looks amazing. If you guys have ever seen Shazam, well, there's this thing on the phone. You press a button, and it brings out a camera. It's like Shazam mixed with QR reader, mixed with red laser, and stuff like that. And geez, what the heck? My cat's making the weirdest noises. So you can kind of do a bunch of really cool stuff. Basically, you hold it, you scan a magnet. What the heck, cat? Come on, get in the other room. Go. You okay? Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, basically, you like pull out your phone, press the button, and you can scan, I don't know, like a computer. It says the model of the computer. You can scan a magazine. It says the publisher, the date, blah, 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 blah. And that looks so cool. There are 5 front-facing cameras, if I can say it, and they track your head. So if you move your head, everything else moves with it. And that's really cool for some games. Also, if you move the phone, stuff moves with it. If you move the phone up and down, it will scroll through a web page. I'm pretty sure you can turn that option off because I think I would accidentally do that a bunch of times. I'd move my phone and then it goes woo and scrolls through the whole web page. So I don't really want to do that. So I hope you'll be able to turn that option off. I think it's a really cool idea, but maybe you can adjust the sensitivity or whatever too. But that looks pretty cool. But I think for now, iPhone for the win. As far as tablets go, I think you have 2 best bets, which is the iPad and the Surface. Now, usually I'm Apple over Microsoft, and I am right now too, but I do like the Surface. I think it's a pretty cool little computer, especially since it's a computer and a tablet. I think it's definitely worth spending I think the old ones are like $200. The new ones are $1,000. The new iPads are $300. So I think iPads are a little cheaper and they're probably a little better too. Yeah. So I would definitely get an iPad. You guys can do whatever you want. This is just my opinion. Also, if you just kind of want to use it for reading, the iPad is still good. But you can also get like the Kindle, which is Amazon, and yeah, you can get games and stuff on there too. So. And that's cheaper than the iPad by far. And it's pretty cool. I had the first Kindle. And then I got the second one. And then I got like the new Fire this year. It's a pretty cool, nifty little thing. Yeah. So I think that just about sums it up for this part of the MEFCast. In the next part, I'm going to talk about my gaming life. And my early gaming life. How I got my love of gaming. Now, my earliest memories of gaming, I think it might have been the PS2. I remember playing San Andreas on there when I was pretty young. Way too young to be playing GTA. But I remember playing that, and I get tired. And I just like give the controller to my dad. I'm like, you do it, and he'd play. We played for hours. There's this Bugs Bunny game too. I used to play. You gotta like collect all the characters. It's called like Bugs Bunny Travels Through Time. And you gotta like go through these portals and collect all these carrots and stuff. That was pretty cool. I had Need for Speed on there, Underground. If you guys remember that. I think, like, my family, had an N64, and then they sold it kind of when I was little, but, I've played emulators of, the SNES and the, NES, and, it's definitely pretty cool. Yeah, like, there are a bunch of really cool games on there. I played some of like the really old school Nintendo games on the Wii and the Wii U and stuff anyway. And I must say, they're pretty fun. Yeah, so I think that was kind of my earliest stuff, was playing on the PS2. I used to love the PS2. That thing was a beast. I'm not sure which came. Then it was the Wii. I remember playing on the Wii a lot. I played Wii Sports, and I remember one time I like smashed. I didn't break anything, but I was playing like baseball or something, and I accidentally smacked the couch with the Wiimote, it's called, and it hurt so bad. I remember doing that. That wasn't entirely fun. No. But I think after that it was the PS3. I got a PS3 when it came out. No, I saw it came out. My cousin got it. Healable 10 got it. and I would always go over to his house. I would play that so much. I would play Need for Speed Underground on there because they had it on there too. And I was having so much fun on that thing. So then and he had the original PS3, and then once the Slim version came out, I got that. And I remember for hours playing Uncharted when Uncharted 1 came out. I played that like crazy. Then Uncharted 2, then Uncharted 3 came out a couple years ago. Now Uncharted 4 is coming out. I don't even have a PS4, so well, I want to hold up and say, I think between the PS2 and the Wii, kind of when there were more and more computers and stuff and internet was more popular, I had a MacBook, the first MacBook. I still have it. It's over next to me. It's in the corner gathering dust. Because I replaced the battery on that thing about 3 times and the battery still doesn't work. So, yeah. But it's in the corner, collecting dust. I think it's running, it's either running Snow Leopard or Lion. But I remember when I was little, I used to like, kind of like old Disney movies, like, Cars. I like that movie, so, I remember for, like, Christmas one year, I got, a game on, the Mac. It was in a little, DVD. I put it in, and I played that for hours. I think that was before I got the Wii. I'd sit there, like, just playing. You just, like, kind of drove around on there. That was fun. And then, yeah, like I said, I got the PS3. Then, around that time, that was when the iPad came out. So, I got the iPad. I fell in love with it. I never stopped using it. I got my iPad 1 right here. I got my iPad 2 in the other room. But the iPad is such a great little gaming thing, and the iPhone too. They're both really good gaming things that you can just take wherever you want. Oh, speaking of that, I think it was before the PS3. I had a PSP. And that's basically the predecessor to the PS Vita. It's really old. The thing looks weird. But I remember playing on that every once in a while. I kept losing that stupid charger. So it would be in the corner collecting dust. Find the charger, play it, lose it, find it, lose it, find it, whatever. So I remember playing that. Then, I want to say 4 years ago, I got my Xbox 360, and I always wanted one, but I think it was kind of between a PS3 and an Xbox 360 a while ago when they're like, you could choose one, and then I was convinced to get the PS3 because Doable 10 had it, and then I got the Xbox. I got the first when the Xbox changed from white to black and it went into the Slim. I bought the first version of the Slim, and then like now there's a new version with like the tiny power button, but I got the one with the still pretty big power button, but it's black. It can't get the red ring of death. I don't think it can get the red dot of death, and that just basically means like the hard drive got shifted or something. So it's really cool. It's lasted me like 4 years. Yeah. So I got that about 4 years ago, and I played my PS3 more back then because the only game I had on the Xbox was Kinect Sports. And it was fun. I loved that game until I tried playing it a couple days ago. The disc is all screwed up. It's like select a sport. I press it, and then it just kind of freezes every time. But that game was fun. I remember spending hours playing tennis and golf and football and baseball. And the original kind of sports, there's soccer and track and field and stuff. That was really fun. I played that at my friend's house a lot. So then once I found out, or I'm kind of skipping stuff. When the iPad came out, that's when my friend, a big shout out to him, he told me about a new game he found out about called Minecraft. And I was like, Minecraft? That sounds stupid. He's like, trust me, it's cool. There are 2 modes. I'm like, uh-huh. He's like, the first one, you have to go searching for things. And then, like, he didn't explain that mobs would come out and kill me. So, that was a surprise to me. I got blown up by a creeper in the first night because I didn't know they even existed. This was on PE. This was on the iPad. And, he's like, in one mode, you have to look for coal and diamonds and gold. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of cool. He's like, in the other, you can build whatever you want. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, so I downloaded it. I started up. I'm like, why is everything made out of blocks? He's like, well, you build stuff out of the blocks. I was like, you do? It's a little weird, but okay. And then I played it for a year or 2 on the iPad, and then 2 years ago, I finally got it on the Xbox. Then that's when I used the Xbox. I was playing Minecraft for a little while, and then Healable 10 said, you gotta get Xbox Live so you and I can, we can play together. He's like, because I got Minecraft a couple months ago, and I don't play it that often, but maybe we could play together. So we started playing that, and then we said, maybe we can just play together a little bit, just screw around. And I was like, okay. So we played that for a while. It was fun. We got a little bored of it. And while I was playing PE, I found out about you. Well, no, that's not true. I found out about YouTube forever ago. Like, before it was owned by Google, I used to just watch weird videos on YouTube. People, like, jumping in pools and stuff. I don't know this. Like, I go to YouTube and say, popular videos of the day. It was just some guy doing a cannonball. Like, that was, like, 2006, I think. I was just kind of doing that. And then I found out that people are making gaming videos on YouTube. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I found out about Stampy. And I'm like, oh, he's doing Minecraft, that game I found out about. So I was still on the iPad, and I tried building the things he built on the iPad. Well, it worked out okay. Then by the time I decided to get the Xbox version, I played for a couple months or so, a little bit longer. And then this past September, or this past August, so about a year ago, I found out how to make videos on your Xbox. So I bought an Elgato. I didn't even buy a mic. I used my computer's microphone. So my first couple videos, I'm talking like this. Hello, my name is MEFCast. It's kind of, stupid, but I was doing that for a while. I got the Elgato, started making videos. I didn't even upload them. I thought I didn't. Then I finally started uploading them, and then MEFCast was born. I think, what other gaming stuff have I ever done? I remember doing, me playing, my first memories were, I can't talk, were me, playing, the PS2, like I said. I played that like crazy. I had a bunch of other games on there that they're gone now. I don't have them anymore, so I forget what they were. But I used to play that thing night and day. I loved that PS2. At the time, it was like crazy powerful and stuff. And what else then? I'm looking at my PS2 right now. I still have it. Still play it. Still play GTA San Andreas on there. I never had an Xbox original. Never had that. I always I don't think I've ever had one, but I wanted one. I remember when I was young, I would go out, just go to the park or whatever. You see the kids with their Game Boys, right? And then they have a big wire attached to them so they could share Pokemon. I remember you go everywhere, you see people with Game Boys, then a giant cable attaching them. And that was always a weird sight. And I remember I heard about the DS. I thought it was really cool. And I was like, yeah, I might want one. I don't know. And then when the DSi came out, I got that. Then I got the 3DS. And then recently, I got the Wii U, the PS Vita, and the Xbox One, the old X-Bone. I don't think I missed anything out. I got the Ouya, which I don't like it. I'm gonna try to return it so I can get another $100 back. Cause I bought that thing with a bunch of gift cards, hoping it would be really beast. Cause like all the games are free to try and stuff. All the games are so stupid. I'm gonna try to return that. I don't know if it's too late now. I don't think I think in another video I'll go over all the games I used to play. I think I'll go over my entire game collection. Yeah, my plan, I'm actually looking it up right now. Like not while I'm doing this video, but you know, in my spare time. I'm planning on collecting old video games, like really old retro stuff. I'm gonna get like an Atari, a PS1, an original Xbox, a Game Boy Advance, I don't know, a bunch of stuff like that, so I can do some awesome stuff. And maybe if I do that, I'll make a video on my big collection once I get a bunch of stuff. There's also the thing about getting old computers and stuff. Like there's a Mac 2 on eBay for like $20 working and everything. And there's like a rare black version for like $30. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. That was really fun. I played Vice City when I remember my biggest memories from games from the PS2 were Vice City, San Andreas, Need for Speed. I don't know if I had GTA 3 or not. I can't remember. No, I'll figure that out. Let me think. I probably did at one point. I don't know. But if you guys are like you were missing out on the old school Nintendo, you didn't have an NES or a SNES. I think like my uncle had one, and like my family would always go to his house and play it and stuff. I don't know if I ever played it, but I think I played it at my friend's house before. Like I think I might have played it once, and I played a lot of the games emulated on other stuff anyway. Yeah, you know what I don't think I had? I can't remember. A Dreamcast. I remember those things were pretty cool. They break all the time, but there were some pretty cool games on there. I'm gonna end this MEFCast here. Hope you kind of enjoy these weird little topics. Maybe in the next one I'll do a Q&A. In the next one I'm going to talk about some GTA stuff, actual gaming stuff for once. But other than that, my name's MEFCast and I'll see you all later. Peace out.